And then after that, we're going to go to the audience participation part where we're going to take your tips, your tricks, and it's going to be a big smorgasbord of ideas where you're going to be able to take what you want and leave the rest. But I want to bring on our next panelist, and this is Robb Campbell. I met Robb 5 years ago, and prior to me meeting him, he was actually the #1 RE/MAX broker in the world for, I think it was 7 out of 8 years or something crazy like that. Guys, he was doing $1 billion, not million, $1 billion a year in residential sales out of Tennessee and northern Georgia. So he's something you want to listen to. He had 400 plus agents, I think like 11 offices or something like that. The guy knows what he's doing, and listings is where it's at. He's going to take it from here. Robb, it's yours, baby. You'll have to unmute.
Hey, thanks, Jim. Yeah, I do need to unmute. That would help, wouldn't it? So, yeah, I've been in the real estate business a minute. I guess coming on 30 years now. It's been a little while. But I've seen a lot of different things in the industry, a lot of different ways to grow your business. Love all the comments here and the ideas from these amazing agents, because we got to learn how to attack the industry and enjoy it. Well, I'm always keeping my eyes open for what's new and what's next. And there is a lot of junk out there, guys. A lot of people will promise you a bunch of stuff and it doesn't work and things. Good friend of mine out of Florida a few weeks ago, about a month ago now, he came to me and says, hey, he used to work for me as a top agent in Nashville years ago and moved to Florida. He became this national sales director for a new company. He says, hey, have you heard of a new way to get listings? And I said, I've heard of every way to get listings. He said, you probably haven't heard of this one. So I started looking at it, and he says, how about going into a listing and saying, hey, I'll do a full service listing and it will not cost you any commission at all. No commission from the seller. The seller does not have to pay the selling agent or the buyer agent and get a full service listing. I said, that can't be done. He said, watch me. And he started laying out this new program, and it's perfect for competing in the industry. When you're going up against other agents and you got the top agent in your area saying, I'm the biggest, you have to list with me, or you got a bunch of agents that are saying, hey, I'll do it for this percent and that percent. Well, now you got a new tool to go into the market and say, hey, how about a 0% commission paid by you? I'll get someone else to pay all the commission. And so that works great for sale by owners, expireds, and competing in the market. But here's the overall goal of what it does. You're going to a listing, you say, hey, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, I can put your home on the market full service. We'll do a full open house showing your home. We'll do a 0% commission on the property. And here's how we're going to do it. If you were to sit as a full service listing anywhere else, you would put it at X amount of price, which includes commissions, right? And you'll get a certain number of eyeballs. Well, let's say you're not getting enough traction there and you need to reduce the price, and you reduce it to this amount. You might get a few more eyeballs. Well, let's say you were able to take the commission out of it and drop the price even more. You'll get a lot more people looking at that home because it will be below market price, or should be by then. Well, if you got a below market listings, you're going to get a lot more people taking a look at it, coming through your open house. But they cannot put an additional offer on the home. They can't come in and say, hey, I'm going to get my agent to send you an offer. Not accepted. Here's how they do. In the listing, it says, go to this special portal, and the buyer places bids on the property through that portal. The buyer will go and register to bid on the property. And so in that registration, the buyer, a couple things goes on. Number one, the buyer puts up their terms in this portal of, hey, I'm a contingency with financing, contingency on appraisal, or they say, hey, I'm all cash, close in 7 days. And then they also get to participate in the bidding process. The buyer is the one that gets to see the increments of going up in the price. Hey, I'll bid more. Hey, this person can just beat me, I'll bid more, right? They get to see it and be a part of it. In that way, they're not in this highest and best arena that we're in. Hey, how much should I bid to win the property? I don't know. Well, who's the highest bid? I don't know. What is it going to take to get it? I don't know. Am I overpaying? I don't know. Well, now they see it real time as they're bidding on the property during the bid timing, right? The last thing is, as the buyer is registering to be in this bid portal, it says, after the bidding is done, if you're selected as the winning bidder, there's a 6% buyer premium or seller premium put on the property. So now the commission is paid by the buyer, all of it. This is a unique way to get listings going in the door. Obviously, the for sale by owners would love this because they don't want to pay a commission anyway. And now they've got a way you've got a way to offer them something nobody else has. When you're competing against other listings, you've got a way to offer something no other agent has. What if you just go in and say, I can list your home on the open market like we've always done forever. I can give you cash offers today through a cash offer program, or we can do it through this bid portal and get you probably more than you would have gotten anyway and have the buyer pay all the have choices. Even if they still want to do it the old way, you've got choices for them where others don't. So this is something really unique we're offering I'm telling it to the agents in our circles, letting them know, because I'm wanting to help agents to get in the door. Now, there's some cost of this, so I'll give it to you. I don't get paid on this, by the way. I've got a friend of mine in the company who's a national sales director. He did do something special and say, hey, if I bring some people on board, he'll put some marketing dollars from the company toward those local markets and provide leads to those agents. I said, perfect, let's do that. So the starting cost for somebody who wanted to do it is $799. There's a $300 discount coupon I can give them to push it to $500. They go through a training course to get certified. Then after their second deal run through the portal, they get that $500 back. And then the company, the way they get paid is they get 1% off of the 6% funding fee. So they get 1% of that. So the agent split the 5%. So that's how the whole program works. And if you have an interest in that, then I can leave the instructions on you to follow up and check into that. But that's something new, unique, different offering that nobody else is different. Here's another thing this is going to do. Years from now, when NAR finishes their lawsuit with the Department of Justice, and they'll probably make it where the seller agent cannot pay the buyer agent anymore. The buyer agent's going to have to get their money directly from the buyer and negotiate their skills and worth, which I'm not afraid of. I can teach how to do that, but a lot just won't be able to, and we'll lose them. This will fix that. So there's a lot of things that this is doing. We're early to the market on it. They've been beta testing in Ohio and Florida for the last year and a half or so with great results off of it. I've done a lot of deep diving into it. And so I'm really excited about teaching some of our agents how to work this system as an extra tool. So I hope that brings some value. If you're interested in it, get back with John or Jim, and we'll get you the links to the companies doing that.
Great, Rob. I can see why people, you've got like over 1,000 agents that you coach and train and mentor that come to you for that. So well done all across the country. So